If you're curious about the best treatment for underarm sweating or odor, stay tuned because I'm going to tell you why the answer is MiraDry. Hi, my name is Dr. Melissa Chiang and I'm a board-certified dermatologist at Integrated Aesthetics. And I have been treating sweating for over 20 years. And over those years, the treatments have actually evolved and we have better technology than we did 20 years ago. And I really want to make sure that everyone who suffers from underarm sweating or spends mental energy worrying about underarm sweating or odor knows about a treatment which is called MiraDry. What is MiraDry? MiraDry is an FDA-approved procedure for hyperhidrosis. And hyperhidrosis is just a fancy name for sweating. And MiraDry particularly treats armpit sweating. And what it does is it uses microwave technology to heat up the sweat glands and destroy them. But the really cool thing is it protects the overlying skin, so we get destruction of sweat glands and preservation of that overlying armpit skin. The reasons why someone might want to do MiraDry, in my mind, threefold. The most important one, or the most popular one, is to reduce armpit sweating. And this can be for people who sweat a lot. It can also be for people who, for whatever reason, don't want to wear deodorant or antiperspirant. The second reason is for people who are struggling with odor, even if they aren't having a lot of moisture. And the third reason is for people who have lighter colored hair and they want laser hair reduction of their armpits, but a laser won't see their hair because it's gray or very blonde. MiraDry will actually work on hair follicles as well. Let me tell you about the treatment itself. It's an in-office procedure. Typically, it takes our patients about an hour or an hour and a half to go through the entire procedure. What we do is, actually, you have to do some pre-treatment at home. So we like you to come in with your armpits shaved, maybe a day or two in advance. And when you come in, what we're gonna do is first we're gonna map out your sweating, and we do this with the starch iodine test. If you haven't heard of that before, let me know because I can create another video that explains that in more detail. But regardless, we map out your sweating so we find out where you sweat the most. And then we numb the entire armpit area with injectable numbing medicine. That is slightly uncomfortable, but it makes the rest of the treatment very easy. And then after you are numb, what we do is we take our device and we actually go row by row down the armpit and we administer the microwave technology heat so that those sweat and hair follicles are targeted and destroyed. After the treatment, we will give you some ice packs. You're gonna notice you have a little swelling, and then you actually just go home and go about your day. In terms of post-care instructions, what we recommend is actually reducing activity during the period of time that you have swelling, which can range from several days to even up to a week, and continuing with your ice packs. You can do light activities like typing, but we don't want you getting your heart rate too high. Even with one treatment, you will notice a reduction in sweating, but generally speaking, our patients will require 2 to even 3 treatments depending on the results that they desire, and those treatments are typically separated about 3 months apart. One of the reasons that I love this treatment is that it is so effective and it can be so life-changing. Because I think a lot of times when people come to us, they have been struggling with underarm sweating for many years. And this is a solution that works, it's permanent, and I can't tell you how satisfying it is as a provider to find out how our patients can just take their mental energy away from whatever was being directed towards sweating, daily energy directed towards sweating, and redirect that somewhere else. It's so satisfying. I'm not gonna tell you to get a treatment that I haven't tried myself. I have had MiraDry, I think it was about maybe 5 to 7 years ago, and I didn't actually have a lot of sweating, but I wasn't in the habit of using deodorant. And occasionally, I would notice an odor, and it was so embarrassing when it happened. And so since that time, I've never had that happen again. If you or someone you know is struggling with underarm sweating, MiraDry is a fantastic solution. If you have any other questions about MiraDry, please leave them in the comments because we'll be happy to answer them for you. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. I can't wait to see you next time.